Okay, welcome, Pal 2. How is people feeling about your comeback, overcoming challenges, your abundance, your popularity, your success? Now, I was watching this interesting show about Nepal, and my son will call me and he go, Mom, you just be knowing a lot of stuff. And maybe because I'm saying that, you know what I mean, about the Nepal, something about the hierarchy, and they have a curse, something like that. I be watching all kinds of shit. I be all over the globe. For me to say that, you could have been a person who stood in other people's shadow and they didn't realize how intelligent and brilliant you are. Whether you have degrees, a skill set, some kind of creativity, or whether you're just a quiet person, or whether there's so many people in your family you had to compete and so you wasn't heard. And so I do feel like they didn't realize how brilliant you are. And I think they're very uncomfortable that you know a lot, right? Because you say something in your reading, they want you to know, right? So they may be very uncomfortable. Even if your uncle's a general or, a captain or somebody's in the military or a doctor or a lawyer, something like that, you could not have not one degree or certification, any of that. And you're just like D.L. Hughley said, what is it? The GED section. That man is highly intelligent. Him and David Chappelle. And at the end of the day, you could be a comedian too. You're just very smart, very wise. And you could be degrees. You could have went back to school later, but it's not even about the book knowledge. It's about you're like a walking encyclopedia. You're very brilliant. And I feel like they realize that. Now, I don't know how they feel about it. We can already see. You got some skill sets. Put that over here. Excuse me, you really didn't even realize, they didn't realize who you were. Okay, so how do they feel about the success, the popularity, return to a position, coming out of homelessness, the challenges, the hurt, the pain, the psychological and emotional breakdowns and stuff that you experience? I don't know why I got to say all this to y'all. It's in the thing. How do they feel about that? The wealth, the optimism. They thought you were down. Now, how do these people feel about that for people proud too? Hope y'all staying safe. I'm trying to give everybody long readings. Woo! The Fool. New journey, first steps, hasty choices, new beginnings. Pay attention to your surroundings. My first thought is I don't think you give a F. And I think that's what they realize, that you're going to take a leap of faith and you're going to move forward. You don't care. And that's what they realize. They realize that you don't care how they feel. You don't care what they think. You don't care what they say. You're not trying to live in other people's shadows. You recognize the red flags. You recognize the funny acting people in the funny ways. You recognize the backstabbers. You read the bad energy, because you started off a fool. And number one, start off with the sun, right? So that, maybe at one time you felt unloved and you didn't have a sense of belonging, or you didn't smart enough, or you were too smart, or you had to pull your looks back. I always tell this story. I tell it for years, that people want you to downplay your looks. Hear me now. You ain't allowed to think you're cute, or, nice body, or pretty teeth, or a smile, or be intelligent, something like that. You're not allowed to feel like you're smart compared to them, or whoever they want to compare you to, their kids, their grandkids, their friends, or family. And then they turn right around and act like they're cuter than you and smarter than you. Story of my life. I have to downplay me having self-esteem while they build themselves up. I've seen women who don't even look attractive in the face. Men blow them up, and then I have to sit there and go, oh, okay, yeah, she's very pretty, and she look all right? 333 on the clock. This is year 2025. I'm giving it to you raw. I'm giving it to you harsh. People don't like it. They have to, find someone else. You can be really, really nice, and that's what they know. Maybe you were very, very nice and, very kind, and took it for granted, because we're talking about overcoming challenges. And maybe you didn't have a voice, or maybe you're very timid, or you just didn't want to stir the pot to the point where if I speak up, then everybody's going to be upset. Mom, dad's going to be mad. My siblings going to be mad. And now you have a voice, right? And because that's what we're talking about. You overcame. You made a comeback, and now you speak up. You get what I'm saying? And now you take a stand, and now you're somebody, and now you want to be heard, right? Because everybody deserves to be heard. So what they realize is that you took the first step, and you don't really care about what they think. And that's a good start. All right, and I could be wrong. Whether your finances, like some people have poverty conscious, maybe you could have been like that. Some people care about the guilt, leaving people behind, keep being stuck. He looks like I don't have a problem with it. Make your money, make your bread, make your cash, get your Skrilla, do whatever you have to do, get you a business idea, get you a 9-to-5, work 2 to 3 jobs. I don't care. I'm doing me. This is how I'm doing me, and I don't care. He looks like he's taking it in stride, and he feels very good. I think they want you to second guess your choices because they got choices here, or or maybe pay attention to your mistakes and or remind you of your mistakes. And he's like, I'm done with that. I am not looking backwards. They're not back there, but look at that raven or whatever that kind of bird is. I forgot that bird. That's not a raven, and it's definitely not a hawk. That bird that likes to oh my God, I can't think. But it likes to eat at you. It could be a raven or something like that. I don't think so. And he knows ain't nothing back there, and that's what they know. So basically, how do people feel about your success or overcoming like mental or setbacks or failures or challenges or financial losses, or maybe you lost a friend or family, or your loved ones, or maybe got a divorce, separation? They realize you don't care. Now some of y'all pay attention to the graveyard, just like one. I could do all the reading with one card. You could have had lost your sister, your mother, your father, your brother, somebody that was important to you, your child or something like that. They wanted you to grieve for the rest of your life. They wanted you to grieve because for some reason it made these sick people feel good, like you're despondent and you're sad, or they still got their mother and their father and their child and their sister and their brother, and maybe you was the only person in the family, and it was just you had one sibling or something like that, and you walked past that. Maybe you created your own family. Maybe you moved past that. You get what I'm saying? They wanted you to stay stuck. This is the power. I know I'm gonna get some negative cards. I can feel it. How do these people feel about your comeback, your success, your popularity? What in the hell? Three of Cups, High Priestess, and Sword. They don't like it. They don't like it. They feel threatened. They feel jealous. They feel envious. They want to fight. They want to argue. They want to gossip. They want to talk about it. They want to pick it apart, right? Three of Cups talk about reconciliation. One got this too. You could be reconciling with somebody that they said he didn't want you, she didn't want you, or they rejected you. It could be a job offer. It could be a business idea. It could be something that you tried to create and it didn't come in fruition then, and all of a sudden now it's coming in fruition and people respect it and they like it. So you could be tarot card readers, psychics and seers, talk some riddles and rhymes. People thought you was crazy as hell, and now Three of Cups doesn't have to be love. It could be now they're seeing that what you do and what you say is profound, and maybe you are a psychic and a seer, or you have your own beliefs. And even with relationships, celebration, good times. Don't let criticism and judgment, I knew it was in this card, interfere. You don't care. Maybe new partners and partnerships. Could be business, celebrated, births and wedding. Maybe they thought you couldn't have a baby. Maybe you got your kids taken away, or maybe your kids came out the closet and they wanted you to hold your head down. And no, like this is the power. There's always going to be 8 billion people on the planet. And I knew one of these pals was going to get it. And they said, Terry, you only need to do 2 pals to get you seer. And this is the power where they thought you wasn't going to be able to find love. You was going to see that zombie. You was going to stay in these dead-end toxic relationships, to talk to people, places, and things. It don't have to be love. It could be family, friends, siblings, right? And they want to criticize it. You know what I mean? They want to criticize. Somebody could be celibate, semen retention, abstinence. Somebody could be a virgin. They wanted you to stay hopeless. They wanted to criticize you. They're very judgmental. Are these people happy for you? No, pal, too. No, they're not. No, they're not. They wanted you to still keep playing the fool. Keep staying in the broken relationships, being subjected to bullshit and nonsense. Your mama didn't like you. Your daddy didn't want you. You know what I mean? She overlooked you. You can't hold a good relationship, or you're not lovable. And they realize that's bullshit. And High Priestess talks about putting herself first, the fool. And she channels the Empress, and the Empress talks about compassion and empathy, and she's abundant. She's the birth of all the, the world and the universe and the nature. She's very kind and loving, of good character. But the High Priestess said, bullshit. She go, I might channel you, but I'm going to put myself first, right? You know what I'm saying? And they might not like my uniqueness, my unicorn, my difference, or whatever I am, but I'm putting myself first. And this is what they don't like. Yeah, you're very brave now, and they could have a problem with their ego. You look at strategic, cunning, job done, lack of emotion. Like they're not happy for you. Like you could be aging gracefully. They're going to look for a crack, honey. Or what she look like, what he look like in person. Or you could just be a plus size and you love your body as a man or woman. Did you see him? You know what I mean? Or you could have an accent. I don't know why I hear accent. And maybe you don't talk clear for some people or something like that. But you found you a job. You know what I'm saying? Or people like you. Or maybe they felt like you didn't fit in. Maybe you talk too aggressive. Maybe you're too timid. Maybe you didn't have a lot of money. You know what I mean? Or maybe you're very beautiful and very handsome and people are are intimidated by that, and they want you to stay in your place, and you're supposed to fit a narrative and a stereotypic view of you, and you said no. You know what I'm saying? But they don't like it, right? And maybe they want to play the victim. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Why did he or she get to be so great and successful and popular and overcome their setbacks? But they don't know what you've been through. And this is the fool. And I don't think you care. I think long are the days of trying to prove who you are. And that's what irks. This is what irks the people most of all, that you don't care how they feel, how they think, and what their expectations of you is supposed to be. You don't care. You are the fool. You're talks about taking a leap of faith. You're on a new journey, a new walk. You took the first steps, and you're moving forward, and they want you to come back and be up under them, suppressed, oppressed, depressed, anxiety, paranoia, competition, comparison, feel insecure, and have a sense of self-worth about yourself. And you're not. And you're not. You're the high priestess. You go on your intuition. You're very mysterious. There's a lot to you. You know, it's like there's so much to you. You know, you have this sense of mystery, and they don't like that. Like they're trying to figure out, my rifle is burning your next step, and they can't. It's totally different from one. They can't. Like every day, every other day, every month, every year, you reinvent yourself, or you amaze these people. If you was down and you was in a hotel or sleeping in a car, now you're in a mansion. How he or she do that? If you had a job and you lost your job, and then you went and got a job, all one's on the clock. It's a good omen. Or, you know, or you started your own business. How do they do that? Or people ostracize you. You know, you wanted your family to love you. You wanted your siblings and stuff to get along. You wanted to, it's a new community. Maybe you move into a new state, new community. Maybe you go out and you could tell, you can feel the energy. People don't want to be bothered. You say, I don't care. Because now they realize that people do like you. You're very warm. You're very caring. There's somewhere you fit, and they didn't want you to. They wanted you to be ostracized and not fit in. They wanted you to be ostracized and not fit in. And they want your relationships not to work. Oh my God. They want people, this Three of Cups talks about celebration, party, and reconciliation. They wanted their friends to not like you, their family, their frat brothers, their sorority, their business cards. They wanted everybody to hate you. They're very happy when they don't hate you, or they talk about you, or they gossip, or they don't like you, or love. They don't want you to get that love, right? And I feel like people do like you, and you are lovable. And they hate that shit. They hate that shit. Look at her. She's pretending to be happy for her sister who finally got married, who finally had a baby, or, you know, he finally got married, finally had a baby, or they found real love. She's pretending, oh, okay, I thought it was just me. It's all about me. It's all about me. No, it's not all about you. Pass the damn mic. I want to sing too. Shit. Whether it's karaoke or not, I can sing too. It might be bad on a scale, but I want to sing too. Pass the mic. Or pass the mic. I got some shit to say. No, they're not happy for you. They want to keep you stuck. Look at that. And got the nerve to be mad about your success, or you overcoming, crisis and setbacks and failures, or you to return back to the position of success and abundance and, popularity and being happy. God forbid you have joy. Look at him smiling. God forbid you have happiness and success and you feel confident about yourself. God forbid people are drawn to you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Optimistic disposition. They don't want that. They want you to have creative blocks. They want you to, sorry y'all, my sinus did. They want you to have creative blocks, low self-esteem, lack of no joy. They want everything to fail for you. You're not supposed to be happy. You can't have a YouTube channel, Instagram. Oh my gosh, you don't got 1,500 million people, but you got an Instagram. You're doing what makes you happy. Even if you have one person, you are courageous enough to do what makes you happy, and they hate that, right? Because see, these are the type of people, they'll look for anything. Oh my God, not knowing that you lost your first channel, or not knowing that you were shy and you're having a channel. You're putting yourself out there. You're making vlogs. You're talking, or you're doing things that you've never done before. They don't want to recognize that. They want to compare you. They want to find some fault in you. They want to find some fault. My right foot ain't stopped burning. How do these people feel about people in power twos? Like, you could have been emotionally unstable. Don't you look balanced? You can meditate, you could work out, you could do the whole holistic approach to life. Some of you could be vegans, pescatarians. Some of you could eat. Some of you could have just embraced the body that you're in. Double, triple nine. Tammy, is it Slayton? I love her. Epitome of self-esteem, 1,000 pounds. And they hate that. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to be happy. How does these people feel about your success, overcoming your setbacks, your failures, your challenges, a sense of popularity? How do these people feel? How do these people feel? 14, 4, all fours on the clock. The Hermit, the Nine of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. They mad. But you know what? They mad because Solitude regroup. Don't she look like I don't care? Solitude. She got all them people trying to attack her and get in the zombies, and she looks like you got peace. I think out of everything that I'm reading for you, because one was different, because you don't care and you're unbothered and you moved on and you're not looking back, because you turned the salt and you're moving forward and life goes on and you chop it up as an experience and it's a situation. It is what it is. It's a lesson learned. He didn't want me. She didn't want me. They didn't want me. I got overlooked on the job. Mama and daddy had an issue with me. Me and my siblings don't get along. Family talk about me. People slander my name. My rifle is burning. Whatever the situation, I lost everything. Shit, okay, I lost my house. Had to sleep in a car. I'm homeless. Me and my child is in the hotel, or my children, or I had to go stay with them. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Maybe I said the wrong thing. Maybe I did this on the wrong thing. Maybe I stayed and prayed too long in relationships. Maybe I was subjecting myself to verbal, mental, physical, spiritual, sexual abuse. But what they don't like is that you don't care. You moved on. You see, she reading a book. You did some self-development, right? Your mental, your physical, your spiritual, your soma, your body. You're becoming well balanced, and they hate that. And it took you a long time to get there because it's the Hermit card. But now you know how to shut people out and shut them up. And maybe you do it with words, or maybe it's what you don't say that they get the picture, right? Or maybe you have a little bit of both, you know, and they don't like that. What's the Nine of Cups? They hate that your wish fulfillment is coming true. Right? But they also know that you're going to protect your peace. Because the Nine of Cups talks about wish fulfillment. Look at her. She got her shotgun. She's like, okay, yeah, me and my husband, my kids, okay. Or I'm single man, single woman, I'm doing my thing. Or I'm older, I reinvented myself, I'm trying to name stuff. Or I'm young, I went back to school. Or I started Instagram and I got money. Or I'm doing this. Or I was sleeping in the car, I got myself together, but I got my wish fulfillment. I can't name everybody, right? Or me and my husband in my relationships, came out the closet, lesbian, gay, straight, bisexual, but I'm happy. But they're mad because you're going to protect your peace, honey. You're going to protect your peace, and they know that they can't disturb your peace. Let that bear hibernate. Leave that bear alone. That bear is sleeping and ain't bothering nobody. Leave that lady alone. Leave that man alone, because she got that shotgun in there protecting your peace, and they hate that. They want to disrupt it. They want to disrupt it, and they can't. You're very positive. You're very happy. You're very content. A lot of your dreams have come true. This could be past, present, or future, whatever I'm reading this. Only you know your walk. But eventually, you're going to overcome. You're going to overcome the position that you were in, that people thought they counted you out, or they talked about you, or they prayed for your downfall, or you lost everything, or you lost relationships, or you got rejected or overlooked, or you had to move, or you had to downsize, and life can be challenging, right? Or you got out of positions of success, and maybe you feel like you're a failure, or maybe your mental state took a hit, or maybe you're not as popular, or you're not as welcome, or don't have a sense of belonging. That shit's gonna be scratched out. Or maybe you feel like you're not gonna get married or have kids or a family. Maybe you're going to be happy just being single, right? But whatever it is, your Nine of Cups is going to come true. And a lot of people are not going to like that. Wonderful, it says. Rewards coming, right? But at the same time, she got a whole bunch of shells right there. Some of them look like they ready and she trained to go, because they know you're going to protect your peace. So like, I can open up my Facebook. I hope everybody can find me. I'm easy to find, right? Do not say shit to me. And I mean that. Don't like my picture. Don't talk. I don't need people's validation. I don't need people to celebrate in my happiness. That's the old Terry. If I open it up, it's because I can do whatever I want. I don't have to be private. I can open it up. Don't bother me. And they know it. My energy sets that tone. The words that I say set that tone. And my actions set that tone. I am not the same Terry. I don't need people's validation. I don't care if nobody think I look good. I don't care if they don't think my face, my body, my kids, nobody celebrate me. I celebrate myself. I love me. I have such a sense of self-worth. You can call me borderline narcissistic, but I overcame living up for other people's expectations and being put in people's competition. I'm not in the back of shit. I'm going to be in the front of the bus, The front watching the bands. I'm going to do what I want to do. Those are your insecurities. That's your self-esteem. You could think whatever you want. And that's what they hate. I'm just using an example. It's because you could be in a hotel and you could be down, but one thing you know is down don't always mean up and up don't always mean down. And it's a temporary state. Meaning, example, you can live up on the hill. And let's just say, hypothetically, everybody on the hill is millionaires and they're doing good, but behind closed doors, they could be miserable. Not all of them. We're generalizing. And people could be in poverty and hungry, and behind closed doors they're happy and they're laughing. So up don't always mean you're up and doing good, and down don't mean that you're always down and depressing and anxiety. But there's still gray areas, because you can be wealthy, abundant, happy, successful, and behind closed doors you have content and you are happy, and you could be poor and miserable, whatever. But I think that's what you learn. There's gray areas. Don't put everything in a box. Right? Let me see one more. I like doing y'all's. This is what they learned. Y'all know how I do mine. I mean, this is what they are they happy for you? Yeah. How do people feel about you? Yeah. One got 2 awards too. You got haters. Some are happy and some not, and some are in the middle. 2 awards. But this is a terrible image. Cut the head off. This one is a zombie, want to try to control you. But you see how he has I don't know what that is, electric saw and a shotgun, and she has a shotgun. It doesn't matter if they celebrate or they're happy for you if you overcame or whatever. They know that you're going to protect your peace. This is my right foot ain't stopped burning. This is 2 swords. You're going to protect your peace. Procrastinating more information. And I feel like that's when people hear something good happens for you. What? He did what? She did what? They like her. She was mad. She made this video. She did what? How she look like? They always have something to say. It's never congratulations. I'm happy for him. It's never genuine. It's never sincere. So power to you have to always be guarded. You have to even be from your own family members and friends. I'm not talking about close ones. You've already weaned them out. You've already got to that level of of security and high self-esteem. The people who are for you, because you could be psychics or have a keen intuition. We're not talking about them. We're talking about them naysayers and backstabbers and them instigators and them gossipers and them fake people, because there are them pretentious people. They could be wealthy, they could be middle class or poor, and you have to stay guarded. And that's what they know. They know that I can't just walk up to 2 and go, I'm happy for you. Oh, okay, you look cute. They know that that's fake. You know what I'm saying? Or, I'm happy. Oh, okay, you got your YouTube channel back. You're doing good. It's category. They know it's fake. This is the power that they unveil bullshit. You can't pull this bullshit on 2. And that's why you stay guarded, and they hate that. And they're very indecisive. They don't know different views. I was going to say political views, difficult decisions. Like they don't know. They don't know how to be happy for you. And that's a shame. If you could cut your head off and go back to being setbacks and failures and, not abundant and, living, is hard living and low self-esteem and block creativity and the lack of joy and lifeless and not empowered and, pessimistic and unrealistic about love and, overly confident and conceited. And I could be here all day not breaking ancestral patterns of behavior, trying to live up to other people's expectations. And you get what I'm saying? They love that, right? Because they can keep your head cut. Or you have people want to pull you back. Can I pull you back in the past? Remember we used to do this. Remember we used to do that. Remember I could control you, or I could say something, or I could make you feel some kind of way and make you react. Remember that? And he's like, I'm blindfolded, because I feel like you're blindfolded because you have to ignore all the outside pessimistic haters or people who want to hold you in the past, because you know that they don't mean you any well, and they know that. They know that. They know that. They know that. And that's sad. I heard him say one more. That's sad that they're not happy for you, or they're on the fence. How you going to be on the fence? He just started a business, or she's looking good, or she gained weight, or she lost weight, or she accepts herself, or her channel is flourishing, or they just happy. None of that. They're just happy and they got joy. How you not happy for people? Well, there's people like that, and that's the kind of people that you have. They're not. Anything else? Ooh. 10 of Hazard. Ooh, a lot of y'all is creating generational wealth. Your kids are doing good. Honor roll students, or they're creating wealth, or they're boss men and women, or, or good teenagers, or, your house is kept nice, and, you got family and friends, and you're doing good things. And if you see them zombies, they want to get in. They want to know what you're doing. How are you breaking generational patterns of behavior? You still creating wealth, and you have that emotional and that support and the love and the finances. They want to know. They want to know because they don't like it. They want to get in your business. Right? So how do they feel about your success? They want to be nosy. They want to get in your business. Your conversation piece at the dinner table or in their DM. You know, did you see Terry? Did you see Terry? Instead of saying, I'm glad she's doing good. They're not going to say that. Don't look for that. Or I'm glad she's aging well. Or I'm glad she's happy. Shit, Terry's been through hell and back. That's my story. My hometown know I've been through hell and back. I've actually lost 3 people to death. You understand? I actually had emotional hurt and pain. I actually been ostracized. This ain't made up. I love when Cat Williams said, you're not allowed to tell my story. I'm going to tell my story. If you wanted me to write you good in my story, then you should have treated me better. Because you know how people go, oh, she's exaggerating. You should have treated me better. And this is this type of pal. I hope I'm helping somebody. So they don't want to see you happy. They don't want you to break generational patterns of behavior and creating wealth and stuff like that. Even if you're wealth-minded and you haven't got there yet, you're not supposed to think like that. You know, you're supposed to, well, I got a son now, so I'm not going to be able to make it. No, you know that you can figure out a way to pull yourself out of poverty and set not a faulty foundation, a foundation of that's going to last and that's going to build, right? And be happy and be content. And you see them zombies, they trying to be in your business. Trying to be in your business. Look at that. They want you to stay mentally, physically, emotionally betrayed, lied, cheated on, distorted of reality, unrealistic expectations. They want you to feel the hurt and the pain and the condemnation and the judgments and the harsh judgments. And, oh, he didn't want you. She didn't want you. They didn't like you. Oh, you're not smart enough. You're not beautiful enough, handsome enough. Or you got overlooked. Or you're too smart. Nobody wants to be around and know it all. Or you're not supposed to know that. Like, they want to rip your guts out too. And I say that when you have a reading, there is no way all these readings going to be the same. There's 8 billion people on the planet. We're not the same. And you do have people who are mean and meticulous and calculating and methodical and vengeful and venomous and hurtful and gossipy and envious and jealous and smiling in your face and talk about you behind your back. This is this pal. No, they're not happy for you. You got haters. Right? Yeah. Because their life is a destructive and it's in a rut and it's in a ruin. They experiencing betrayal and disappointment and despair. Right? And all they got to do is start over. Maybe you're a template to show them how to take their life back and be happy. But this is crab and barrel mentality, or you know how to say each one teach one. If like I get all my shit from Shein. I tell everybody if I'm a millionaire, I get my shit from Shein. They're not going to tell you where they got their stuff from. You get what I'm saying? They don't have to. They don't have to. This is an example. You don't have to. You know, I don't want nobody to feel like that. Maybe they don't want to because maybe shit gets sold out. But I'm just saying these are the type of people. You know what I mean? I remember my aunt told me. She's my aunt. I want to thank her so much. She the one helped me move on. She go, I said, why do y'all treat me like that? If we can keep kicking the dogs, the same dog, we're gonna keep kicking them. And I said, shit, am I a dog? And then I said, why don't y'all ever invite me to the retreats and y'all call them Airbus now, but it was called something else. Oh, we don't know you like that. You don't know me like that. And so people can, you know how Maya Angelou say, when people, they show you who you are. Well, I was very young and naive and gullible because I wanted love, right? Because I lost my sister and my mother was an alcoholic and I loved my immediate family, but I was looking for love in all the wrong places. And one day I had a dream, and I tell this story all the time. It's like 10 years ago. It's probably 11 now. And they said, cut everybody out. The day I cut everybody out is the day I elevated and I grew. I have tears in my eyes because some people I didn't want to leave behind, but they was connected to that. And they were happy for me to stay in that mess. Right? So I can call them and talk about my problems and my issues. And now I don't do any of that. I don't even know who that woman is. And are they happy for me? No. Because as long as they can control me or talk about me or I'm conversation piece or I can stay in their mess, then they're happy. So this is not the pal. If you're looking for people to be happy and celebrating in your success or overcoming some setbacks and some challenges, or you got some achievements, or you just happy and you got joy or success or some abundance or popularity, or being in a long period of setbacks or being denied or hurt or lost your mind at one time, y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Y'all gonna make me go all out up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool and you did all that. Like I said, you did all that, but then you learned, you grew, and you elevated, and they want to remind you of that, right? I don't own the rights to that. How do they feel about your profound success or you're overcoming your comeback? 7 of Swords. Y'all thought I was being mean. That is a deceptive card. They ain't happy. Look up the Seven of Swords today. Look at her. She jealous. They not happy. They're not happy you feel like you're handsome and you're pretty, or you love the skin you're in, or you got success and you got your mind back, or you got offered a job, or you started your own business, or you dealt with your healing. They're not happy. No, they're not happy. They're the Seven of Swords. They might smile on your face, but they're going to stab you in the back. They might pretend that they like you, but they don't. They don't want you to be happy. They want you to stay stuck on that crush. They want you to say, no, I'm going to fight for my husband, fight for my marriage, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my crush. You go, no, you can have him. I moved on. They're not happy that you find peace. There you go. They're not happy. We can end this. Anything else? They're not happy. Seven of Swords. Betrayal, lies, deceit, deception. Definitely deceptive. Six of Swords. They wanted you to stay in that confusion. You got a lot of swords. No, they're not happy. They wanted you to... Six of Swords talks about moving away from conflict and confusion, and because you want peace and serenity, right? You want peace and serenity, and your intuition tells me I have to leave these people behind. Everybody can't go, right? They wanted you to stay in that mess. So no, they're not happy. It started off good. Thank you, ancients and ancestors. They want you to know that you're very unbothered. You don't care what people think. You empower yourself. You have a sense of self-love, direction, and goals in which way you want to go, and you're going to protect your peace and your sanctuary. And maybe you did it organically. Maybe it took time to get there at all costs. And you know that you can recognize when people want to disrupt your peace. I'll give you one more. Good, this is going to be quick. Well, it ain't quick, but how do they feel? They're not happy. You got strength. King of Cups. Now, some of them you inspire. You're amused to them and they love you. If it's love and you left some exes, or you got overlooked, or they didn't tell you how they feel, they admire you. They love you. If it's family, you do have some who do care. Now, they might not voice it because they think this King of Chalice is mute, but they do respect the hustle. They respect the grind. They respect the elevation, the growth. The way you had to take your scissors out, and they love it. And they might not say it to you, or they might not say it to others, but there's some. It could be their kids going, I'm gonna be just like Terry. I'm getting the hell out of there. You know what I mean? It could be some coworkers going, he or she is absolutely right. This shit is toxic. I just seen with J. Cole and on my Facebook, and allegedly Moni, and I like Moni, so I don't know maybe why she was talking about that, but I guess she was talking about something negative, and J. Cole heard 2 minutes of that and he left. And I'm the same way. I don't entertain that. Like, you can just observe me out in the community. You could say nightlife, but I'm out in the community. If people talk and I'm going on the other side, I'm not trying to hear that negative shit. I'm trying to laugh and have a good time. I'm all about positivity. It's not nothing new for me. This is who I am. It's not made on. I don't have to tell everybody, be positive and be happy. It's my character. And I feel like there is people who admire that about you. So I don't want you to think, my reading is everybody come against you. You got a damn lot of them, though. You got a lot of haters. You got a lot of envious and jealous people who want to keep you in controversy, want to talk about you, like you in low vibration energy, like you depressed, schizophrenic, bipolar, don't take your meds, get off your meds so they can talk about you. And I'm talking about real meds. Or, or reactionary and act out, or hurt and despondent and not getting along. They like that low vibration energy, confusion, drama, third party situations, whether it's work, relationships, something like that. They like that. But they know that you're smart enough that you went your intuition and you wanted peace, and you moved away from that. You had the Fool, you wanted peace. You got the Six of Swords, you moving away from that, right? And look at that, you're in your boat by yourself. Look at the boat of swords. I didn't even see that. Look at that picture. He in a boat by himself. So they realize that you can go it alone. You're not codependent. You know how to move toward independency and go it alone, because you don't want that deception, the lies, the betrayal, the drama, the confusion, the hate, the venomous behavior, the mean spirit, the guy. You don't want all that deception. Right? And then the King of Cups. And I just want to be clear, whether it's an aunt, a mother, a father, an old friend, new friends, co-worker, there is people who do admire you. They might not say it, but they do love you. I'm talking about love you in love, or they admire you and they care about you and they're emotionally unstable. But I don't think that they speak up. I don't think you would know it. Because I have people on my Facebook, maybe one person might like it, and I don't get upset, right? I don't even know who the person is, but they feel confident enough that, or they might share it. You could tell when somebody shared, they might feel confident enough saying, I agree. You get what I'm saying? I don't get upset, but I have the energy where I can tell somebody being funny, you just being nosy, just stay away from me. I don't want it. And they can feel it. I don't want it. I don't care if I don't ever see them people again. Go to my grave. My kids already know I want to, only people could be at my funeral is my kids. That's how I felt, how this life did me. It wasn't good for me. People were very mean, ostracized. Even to this day, they don't appreciate my mind, my value, my contributions. And so, hey, it is what it is. And once you make that realization that it's about self-love and loving yourself and recognizing your own achievements and your own worth and your own value, then people want to be a part of that. And then that's when you get to be selective and say, nah, I don't think so. You didn't make the cut, sir. You didn't make the cut, ma'am. You didn't make the cut. The group didn't make the cut. I hope I'm freeing somebody. Anything else? The lovers. Yeah, see? High vibration and low vibration. That's what we're talking about. It's the Lover's card. And so I want somebody to know, like, if somebody loves you, Cupid, I think this man or woman did love you. It could be your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, a crush, somebody online or something like that. They made the wrong choice, but we're not talking about that. So how do they feel? They feel like, let's talk about this person, that you're very strong. You have inner strength as men and women, whether they rejected you, overlooked you, stayed with somebody else, or didn't do you right in a relationship, because I don't know your dynamics, but they feel like you're very strong, right? That could be the person who didn't tell you that they love you and they care about you and they admire you. Now let's just talk about people and coworkers and family and friends, right? They know that you have a divine destiny, so you don't have time for this foolishness. This card talks about people need to be around high vibrational people. It's a Lover's card. This is about love too, but I'm using it for business and family and friends because you have a purpose in your life and you don't have time for that unnecessary complexities of mental and physical and emotional and abuse when it's unsupported environments. You don't need to be in unsupportive environments, and they know that. Right? Look at her. She looks sad. He's like, no, stay here. Stay here in this toxic relationship. Get this abuse. Get this verbal abuse, this physical abuse, this mental abuse. Stay with the family and friends. She's like, I'm not happy and shit. He's like, no, stay here. And there's Cupid go, I'm going to hit you an arrow and wake you up. But I need him to get out the way. And so in order for people to get out the way, you have to either make a shift. You have to move. You have to get some kind of awakening. You have to realize everybody can't go. That's some good knowledge I'm kicking for y'all today. Eight of Swords. They don't know how they feel. This is contemplating. Some happy and some not. I told you have a lot of people. You have a lot of haters and instigators and agitators and people who ride the fence, right? I don't need fence riders. I need somebody to know that you're happy for me and that you love me and that it's sound and it's not faulty. So don't be looking for people to celebrate because you have a lot of people who ride the fence. How do people feel about, okay, everybody got 40. I hope y'all home safe or at work or whatever. Just always be vigilant. How do these people feel about y'all getting y'all found success or coming back from your setbacks and your failures? Some of y'all had addictions. Some of y'all could have been out there in the streets, but you changed your life around. Some of y'all got talked about. There's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of changes was made. What's this? Action. Look at that. This is the Queen of, a lot of y'all looking good as men and women. You're very expressive. Some of you are poets. You talk very eloquent. You inspire people. You could have been very sensitive at one time, and now you're inspiring people. So you do have people that look up to you. They think you're very artistic, very creative. You're very non-conforming for me. Like you don't do what everybody else do. Everybody going to the left, you go to the right. You're very unconventional. You produce results. You're very creative, imaginative, original, one of a kind. Those are the words. The Queen of, and very attractive. Whatever age, from 18, I don't do young, 18 to 100, something about you is very attractive. The way you talk, the way you look, the way you walk, your warmth, your personality, and a lot of people like it. They like your uniqueness. You walked into your authentic self. There's people who like that. That's good. Maybe you lost yourself. You ever lose yourself in life or in relationships or from people or family, and life beat you down so hard, you're like, I don't even want to get out the bed, or I'm feeling sad, or I got to go to work, I got to go in this environment, or I don't feel attractive, or I just don't feel good, and whatever. But you got yourself back, and it's very attractive. Whether you lost weight, gained weight, muscle, it don't matter. Lost all your hair, bald head, it don't matter. You just, something about you they like. Three of Swords. You could heartbreak. How do they feel? They feel devastated. I feel like they feel trauma, some grief, some bitterness, some torment, some sadness, some devastation. They could be suffering in silence, some pain, some sorrow. You could have been in third-party relationships and walked away, or you know what I mean? Or third party could be family, friends. It could be a lover, something like that. This is Three of Swords. But it outlived its usefulness. I'm going to say you walked away, or your energy as you're walking away, or you're numb to it, or whatever. They feel all these words I said. You know, they feel a lot of heartbreak. They feel heartbreak. You know, there's a lot of emotions in this pile. They suffering in silence. It was very traumatic that, you know, you changed, or you look better than them, or you're smarter than them, or you got all your houses and money and your businesses back, or you're popular, or you're successful, or, you know, success is defined with, you know, a man holding, selling incense on the corner. You have to define your own success. Or, you know, you got a place or a roof over your head, or you went from a shoebox to now you're in a hotel. Like, they're very sad. You know, they're hurt by that. They have a lot of pain. These people suffer. They're tormenting themselves. Oh, wow. No wonder the card talks about, Three of Swords talks about the support that was longer there is no longer there, and it has outlived its usefulness. You don't need these kind of people around you. Let me give you one more. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Community. 4-1. Then you got people who are happy. They celebrate your mind, your looks, your body, you know, your way you express yourself, your creativity, your abundance, your success, your growth, your personal development, you know, your goals that you set for yourself, overcoming some challenges and setbacks and some failures. You got people who are happy and they see you for you. This is a 4 of Wands. And then if it's a love card, twin flame, maybe your past people that you were in the past with, they see the benefits and who you are and how you can share ideas. And if it's somebody new, this person is very happy that, so say it's somebody brand new and you tell them your story, he or she is so happy that you're successful and you're abundant now, or you just got your mind back and you're sound and you're stable and you figure shit out, right? So you got, I won't say you have half and half, because you have a lot of haters from the cards, but all right, this is what they told me to tell you. The people that's in your corner are really in your corner. Like, you don't have to second guess that. You have people who are in your corner who are really in your corner, and then you have people who don't, you know, they don't really show you any empathy. You know, they don't really care. It's the 4 of Cups. That means they're stagnant. They still don't know how to take all this newfound wealth, or you know, self-esteem, newfound self-worth, or how you overcame challenges or addictions, or how you move past the sibling rivalry, or how you deal with the people at work, or, you know what I mean, you know, or how you got your creativity. They didn't know you can draw, you can sing, you could dance, or you're an engineer, or how you went back to school, got your GED, or you're on your 3rd PhD, or, you know, you're feeling very confident. They don't know what to think. That's why I said this is the ride the border, right? Now, I don't need people that's on the fence. I need people that's solid. They're going to rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Like my 3 kids. I know they're going to rock with me. You know, look at loss of faith, never reached their goals, bereavement. We talked about bereavement. Yeah, you're supposed to stay stuck in that. A lot of them haven't reached their goals, but you're reaching there. So drug abuse, weed, a lot of y'all could have had some addictions. Could have been sex addictions. I don't know. Or you could have had men and women in your life that had addictions, and maybe you cut them out and you elevated, and now you're more picky about who you date, what you do, who you entertain. And I'm not talking about people with addictions and drugs. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. And so look up the 4 Cups. So they have the 4 Cups, and look up the 3 of Swords. Yeah. It's causing them to feel some kind of way. They feeling some kind of way. They shocked. They threatened. They hurt. They disappointed. They suffering inside. It's a lot of jealous. Look at her. Look at him. They dancing. They singing. They having a good time. They look happy. No, maybe they're really not. Maybe they're really not. Look at your 4 Swords. Look at your confirmation that somebody thinks that you a twin flame, a soulmate. They celebrate who you are as a man or woman, right? Your intelligence, your looks, what you bring to the table, how you push them to be better, how they push you to be better. Well, how do these people feel? You do have a small, this is the power. You know how when everybody get older, they go, I used to people please, or I had a lot of friends and family, or, you know, I wanted to diss on job and I want to do that. But then as I got older, you could be 20 and catch this, right? Because some people 50 and 60, they still act like kids. And I realized I only got 5 good friends. You go, why everybody say that? People been saying that for years and years and years and years. And that's because it does mean something. Like you weaned it out the weeds, right? So those people are rock solid. Anything else? Oop. 4 Swords. Some of them are still thinking, they're regrouping about how, you know, look at her. You know, this is short energy. I think it's overwhelming that maybe they counted you out. So some of them are, this is a lot. I'm on the border. I don't know what to think. This is 4 of Swords when you go off to yourself. But she looks unbothered. So she doesn't care if they come to the conclusion to be happy for her or not. She's like, I'm on vacation, I'm feeling good, and I'm doing me. Some of y'all could have got a BBL, maybe got your breasts done, something that you wanted to do for yourself. It don't have to be that like that, but something that you wanted to do, even go solo by yourself, going out by yourself, and you feel comfortable with that. And they're like, I don't know what to think about that. And she's like, I don't care what you think about it. Go ahead, girl. She I don't give a damn what you think about it. It's what I want to do. Yeah. What is this? Yeah, Tower. They want your shit to come go down in flames. They don't want you to be happy and have self-esteem. I hope he dog her again. I hope she get in another bad relationship. He get another bad relationship. I hope they lose all their finances. I hope they lose their channel again. I hope they get some setbacks and some failure. I hope they lose their material items or that self-esteem and self-worth and that success or that popularity. I hope they get set back again. Look at that. And walk away from it. They like to throw the rock and hide their hand. But what they don't know, honey, if you get betrayed, lied, deception, some kind of catalyst to wake you up, it's a catalyst for change. If anybody gonna if my house burned down, somebody's house could have burned down in California or something like that, you could be looking in. I'm gonna build me another one. It's gonna come back bigger and better. Or matter of fact, I might parlay that into an apartment complex. Shit, I might move out the country. You get what I'm saying? It's like this because this is the transformation card. This is the catalyst for change that makes you do better. It don't make you do worse. Now, will you cry? Will you be upset? Will you go through all the emotions that a human person does? Yes. If you got rejected, if you got dogged, if you lost everything again, yes. But at the end of the day, you see he walking away going, I know how to get back up. Next. I need y'all to see that. Let me give you these cards. Next. Fool, do it a fool. Take a leap of faith. One had that. You taking a leap of faith. Some of y'all could be spiritual. Maybe you walked away from being a Muslim, a Christian. Maybe you were atheist. Maybe you just you have a sense of self-love and you just do what you want to do. This says I'm doing what I want to do. Because that's like a Christian picture. Maybe you want to be a Christian. Maybe you want to be religious. Maybe you want to grow your hair out, locks, you know what I'm saying? Be a more, I don't know. Maybe you want to read more. Maybe you want to do rituals and non-traditional stuff, whatever. This is just saying I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing it my way. I'm doing me, right? And I'm taking a leap of faith, right? I'm betting on myself. I'm betting on myself. This is the last card. How do they feel? Let's get the tarot. Ooh. Well, some of them feel like another leap of faith, that you're taking a leap of faith. And you're not. Did y'all get leap of faith here? I don't remember. I'm talking. I see it. It don't matter. But you're taking a leap of faith. Yeah, yours was the first. It was the fool. Because one had the sun. So yeah, you're unbothered. You're taking a leap of faith. I almost missed it. You got fooled twice. I don't care what nobody think. I'm doing me. And I'm going to do it my way. And maybe it's going against the grain. Maybe everybody's not going to agree. Maybe it's not everybody's expectations and stuff. But I'm going to make me happy as a man or woman. And then a lot of people feel like you're very loving. It's the Queen of Cups. You're very kind. You're very sweet. You're very compassionate. You have a sense of unconditional love and self-love. And they cannot deny that. So they can talk about you all they want. But a Queen of Cups actually came in this reading. So they know that whatever you're doing, whether it's tough love or they take it as being mean or slick or, you know what I mean, or not, or leaving them behind. You're doing it for the betterment of your mental, your physical, your stability, your emotional stability. Some of y'all have kids and family and stuff like that. So they understand that. So that's good. That's good. They know that you're compassionate and loving. Like I want somebody to say, Terry's, man, I'm never mean. I like to laugh, I'm loving and everything, but if you don't want it, I can't push it on you. I was just looking at the Buddha and his teaching. It was coming down a thing about the kindness and something about the lake. They were, and then all the comments was talking about how people are kind and people are just shitting on them. 18 plus adult material language. So he tells a story real quick how the lake goes through the jungle, and he gave them clean water, and then after years of erosion, they threw everything in there, and he said they didn't appreciate the clear water. So the story goes, make a long story short, the Buddha said you have to set up boundaries, even being kind. You have to set up boundaries for people to respect even being kind, because they don't appreciate you. And this is what this is. And they know everything that you do and the choices that you make as men or women, because maybe you're around people who party and you have some addictions and stuff and you have to cut them out. Or maybe they're low vibration and you're high vibration and you're trying to grow and they keep you stagnant. They still want to talk about the same shit. They're still doing the same stuff. The only thing changes zip codes, area codes, phone numbers, and hairstyles. Gain weight and not gain weight. Maybe their job changed, but they still talk about the same shit. They still talking about you and everybody else, and they can't go. And I think they understand that. They know that you love yourself. So do people celebrate that you love yourself. I think that the good people love that you came and overcame a sense of self-love and optimism, enthusiastic, and being energetic. Some of y'all couldn't have kids. Now you have kids, and you're great mothers and great fathers. And some of y'all, you know, surrogate or aunts and uncles and stuff like that. They love this. They love this. And that's that small few. Give me the rest. Are they happy for people who overcame? Justice. It don't matter. We're going to end it. It don't matter. There, look, you got it twice. Remember the Seven of Swords? No, they're very deceptive. But it doesn't matter how they feel about you because justice prevails in the end. So everything that they deposit negative, they said something, they slandered, they did something to you, they took something away from you, they divided something from you, or they made people turn against you. They have to stand, they have karmic debt, karma. They accumulated some debt. You know how you accumulate some debt? I owe this and I owe this and this. You got to pay it. So they got to pay the piper. Some of them want a sincere apology and want to get it right, but it's very few. The rest of them is, but you know, suffering in silence. They want to be betrayal, sneaky, lying, cunning, you know, smile in your face, act like they're happy, but they're not. They want to take from you and they want you to be back in that position. And what they want you to know is that don't worry about these people rejoicing for you. You be happy. You have that loving, kind heart as a man and women. You keep growing. I'm happy for your success. I'm happy that for your abundance. If you wanted a baby and you never could have one, congratulations on that, on your, you know, coming from getting out of poverty, or maybe you were in a box and now you're in a hotel, because, you know, success is success, you know, or getting your mind back. A lot of people were mentally unstable, you know, or periods of setbacks and failures and people counted you out. Maybe you didn't have a sense of belonging, but you do. And I just want to congratulate you, and I'm happy for you and getting that peace of mind. And maybe you didn't have, maybe you're in a relationship that's broken and toxic because it was Three of Swords and you didn't know what direction to go, but today you do. You want to do what's best for you. So I congratulate you for that. But don't wait for these people to celebrate you, because these people have issues and they can be selfish and stingy and hoarding and possessive and mean. And I don't know if I'm happy for him or her yet. Very immature. This is meaning this card. I can give you one of my medallions, but then maybe not. So I don't know. I got to think about it. The verdict is not out yet. I ain't got time for that, right? The verdict is not, but you're smart. You know how to know who's good and who's bad for you. I'm going to pull a card. And the last card, what else do you want them to know? Celebrate yourself. This recognition card. Celebrate yourself and your achievements. And people, this talks about other people. Look at the bad card that came out. Celebrate yourself and your achievements, because you got people who are happy for you, love you, parade you, and they're genuine. Like, I got to say this, and you know I talk a lot. I was on Twitter, and I had to kept deactivating my social media. Because, you know, of course, I can pick up energy. To make a long story short, I am so happy I have less than 30 or 40 people that watch my videos. I can do my readings good again. I was getting sick. I couldn't feel my cards. I couldn't see my cards. I felt like I was being robotic. And that's because I was picking up people who do not want to be there. They're just watching for whatever reasons. So I know that the small people that I have, now, who don't want 1 million people and hit the 100,000 mark? I do. I'm human. I have a competitive nature. I like to succeed. I got 4 degrees. I love the way I raise my children. You know what I mean? I think I'm attractive. Yeah, I got that shit in me, right? Because I'm keeping it real. But at the end of the day, but I've made achievements where being a tarot card reader and having all this stuff don't mean shit to me. I got an MBA. I got a son who got his own company. Those are achievements for me. You get what I'm saying? Or just having my mind and being able to communicate. Those are my achievements. Right? But if I could get into the game of tarot, and because this is a gift for me, and I got 100,000, I don't want anybody to walk away and think I would be happy, but I would. But if that is my gift of having my sanity and being happy, I like the small views because I feel good. I've been doing readings every day. I thought I wasn't going to do readings anymore because the energy is good. And that's just to say, I'm talking, you have people who celebrate you, who appreciate you, who love you, who recognize your worth, your contributions. They may be silent to other people, but they see you, and that's all you need to know. And plus, you celebrate yourself and you walk tall, right? And then you have people who are deceptive, lying, betray, sneaky, smile in your face and stab you in the back. And they're haters and they're not happy for you. Get off my channel.